after the Knicks blew out Cleveland in Cleveland for easily the high watermark of the Porzingis era in New York right now. Tyronn Lue said after the game, until we get our spirits right, it's going to be like this. What does he mean by spirits, Brian?
Yeah, if you watched that game, I said on television yesterday that they played half-assed, but actually I think I was wrong. I think they played quarter-assed. They gave no you-know-whats about that game, and you could read it all over their body language. And to me, they have some issues that are interesting. How does Derrick Rose and Dwayne Wade, two guys that don't shoot three-pointers, mesh with an entire roster designed to shoot three-pointers? How do their defensive challenges manifest themselves long-term? But talking about X's and O's right now at the Cavs is kind of moot because they're so not interested in competing. And, could be a bunch of reasons why. Excuse me. You have the fact that they're coming off 3 finals. You have the fact that they have the oldest team in the NBA, and this is the earliest start to a season that's ever happened. And you have the fact that they don't have, real tough challengers in the Eastern Conference.
So do you think that the answer could be Isaiah Thomas, that he could give the shot in the arm and a boost of energy and, his infectiousness, like that's what's missing, even though he hasn't been part of this team? Well,
it's not fair to evaluate them until he comes back, because when you watch them right now, what you see is a team that is just as suspect on defense as they were last year, but doesn't have the same offensive firepower. Mm-hmm. So their margin for error is smaller. But, when Isaiah comes back, they're going to get a giant weapon back. So I think the most interesting thing about the Cavs right now is that Tyronn Lue is saying, this is unacceptable. We've got to play better. We can't afford these types of performances. And you have LeBron James saying, it's no big deal. Other than that, I'm not too worried about him, but it's interesting that LeBron and Ty Lue are taking such opposite ends of the spectrum, because last year they were a bad defensive team all year long. And so the concept is maybe start playing defense a little earlier so it becomes a habit. That's what Ty Lue is trying to do. And the Cavs, haven't been reciprocating yet.
For more Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Rich Eisen Show app.